estamos acercando al rancho donde están los minimen. Vamos a ver la cerca que divide el tercer mundo del primer mundo.
We had an illegal alien, an older gentleman, he's not older, 45 years old, that we found out came up to us, and he was limping very bad. He was crying, and we thought he had terrible blisters. We had one of our team members, who happens to be first aid trained, began to take his shoe off, his tennis shoe, and we discovered that it was just a stump. He had no foot. He didn't even have a prosthetic foot. It was just a stump that was in the tennis shoe, very tight. Found out he had been walking approximately 5 days in the desert.
I mean, we need one whole system. We can't be... Let's be honest about it. I believe our neighbor Mexico has not been very fair in some ways. I think they it is a country that has promoted illegal immigration for its own purposes, and I don't think that's a fair neighborly policy.
What purpose is?
It's feudal, it's racist, and it's corrupt. So I can understand people who are mistreated and can't find a job leaving the country. I can understand their point of view. Okay? So I blame the Mexican government heavily. But I also blame greedy American business people who will hire them.
Well, what it does is it gives us a tactical advantage, particularly at night. It allows us to see in low light conditions, or no light conditions actually, and allows us to, for early detection, so that we can get Border Patrol out here to apprehend people we see.
And tell me, have you ever encountered some like smugglers, drug smugglers, some dangerous people?
Yes and yes, that's the problem, is you never know. It's a big desert out here, and there's a lot of people out here, and they have automatic weapons, and drug smuggling is a very profitable business. So there's a lot of money at stake here. So, you know, and we've also seen people, the people smugglers, combining with the drug smugglers to where they have the people work their way across, if you will, by breaking the drug loads into smaller pieces and breaking them up into the smaller backpacks. So it tries to fool both us and Border Patrol to think that they're just illegal aliens when they're actually a whole bunch of drug smugglers now. Rather than just 5 or 6, you now may have 20 people with individual 1 kilo loads.
In the case they have guns and they dangerous, what do you do?
What we do is we have a code for that, and we evacuate the area if need be. They say, we're not paid to get shot. They estimate that about 60% of the total drugs and people that are coming into the United States are coming through this valley right here. So this is kind of like ground zero on the war on illegal immigration and drug smuggling. Is right here.
Roger.
Yes.
Tell me, why you think the government doesn't has or practice political willingness to close the border?
Well, that's a very good question that you bring up, and it's very hard to understand why these people who are supposedly our elected officials won't undertake the will of the people and do this, especially when they can, you know, go to the airport and take away my toothpaste to make me safer for flying on an airplane, but yet they can leave the borders wide open for anybody to walk across and terrorists to come in. They can take away a grandmother's knitting needle, somebody's fingernail clippers, somebody's bottle of water, trying to get on an airplane, but yet they won't seal the border from someone coming across with possibly a backpack nuke on the things that our government is doing and things that others are doing in financial markets certainly lend credence to a lot of the conspiracy theorists to exactly what they're purporting. The things that they're saying and what our government's doing and what the various financial institutions are doing are pretty much in alignment, which is kind of a scary thing if you think about it.
What do you think about the conscience of the young people who is to run this country in a few years?
Well, I certainly hope they wake up and catch on to what's going on here and start getting more involved in the political process, because if not, I don't think we'll have to worry much longer about having a country to get involved in the political process in. I think that there are forces that are trying to take the United States and bring it down and ruin our system of government and constitution and all of those things.
Cuando llegué, los Minutiman me dijeron que no me haga muchas ilusiones, que no habían visto a nadie en un par de semanas o más. Pero yo mantenía la fe.